So hey, welcome back everyone. Welcome to another episode of squad analysis ahead of the ICC Cricket World Cup by Go Worldwide Sports. I'm Rahul Preman. I am a cricket writer at Go Worldwide, and with me I have cricket expert Varad Vaichal. So today we'll be walking you through the squad of the Indian cricket team. They're playing at home after so many years. They're playing at home, I think, after 27 years.
2011 World Cup.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Totally missed that. So they're playing at home after 12 years. So, and it's been 10 years since India last one on ICC
Yeah.
World Cup. And so the pressure will be high on the Indian cricket team, but on paper, Indian cricket team looks stronger than before. So let's see how
Yeah.
it goes. So let's walk you through the squad. So the recent last, so the BCCI made a one final change to the Indian cricket team that was announced a while back. Akshar Patel is being ruled out due to a hamstring injury, and Ravichandran Ashwin makes it to the team. So talking about Indian team strength, they pretty much have an in-form batting lineup. So I was recently going through the stats, and India is the only team in the entire tournament where its top five players have an average of above 40. So if you consider Ishan Kishan as well, top six players, excluding Hardik Pandya, all of them have an average above 40 in ODI cricket. This shows how consistent the entire batting lineup is. So, Varun, what do you
Yeah.
think about India's batting prowess going into the World Cup?
No, no, Rahul. They're not consistent. You're only dependent on Virat Kohli and Rohirat, which are saying. And now even the Shubman Gill, that 24-year-old guy, how he can perform in big matches. You're so much dependent on. See, if Virat and Rohit are out in the power play overs, then the game is done and dusted. KL Rahul is unpredictable. Hardik Pandya, he will just smash one and another ball and go into the dugout and sit and just uh, chimmer like anything. India is not that powerful. See, on paper, India might be powerful. You have got Surya Kumar, you have got big players, Shreyas Iyer and all. But when it comes to the crunch matches, they all fall like a pack of cards. You have to admit the fact. Only on paper, if you have a game on the paper, no, India will win it. India will win the ICC tournament, but not on the field. You have to admit the fact.
I mean, but Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli have played very few number of ODI in this year. Shubman Gill is the highest run getter. He has scored 1,300 runs in this calendar year. And like you said, when Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli fell, it happened
Shubman
in the game against Pakistan, and then
has
we had a good performance from Ishan Kishan and KL Rahul. Shreyas Iyer has also gone on to score multiple half centuries after his comeback. So, and there are, I
yeah,
mean,
but
Hardik Pandya has already also been chipping in runs all over down the order. So,
yes, yes, you are saying absolutely right. But what happened during Bangladesh ODI series? India lost the ODI series by 2-1. The conditions are quite similar. And see, Shubman Gill may have scored a thousand of runs, but now the pitch comes under the scrutiny of ICC. Competitive wickets should be there. He had a forgettable Caribbean tour in all the three formats. Shubman Gill, no doubt, he can score runs, but only on a flat decks. And he scored a double century against New Zealand, it was right in that series. There was nothing in the track. Now the pitches would become there will be grassy, there will be dusty wickets. And Ishan Kishan, you are talking about Ishan Kishan, when the spinners will come into the action, he won't be able to score runs. See, you have to admit the fact that it's only about Virat and Rohit. It will only take two balls to win the tournament for any team to win the match.
right. Maybe, but India does look like having a very informed and very strong battle lineup on paper. And with the inclusion of Shardul Thakur and Ravindra Jadeja, they have a very long tail as well. They have batting going down to number eight. So let's see how it pans out. And another fact which I would like to point out is the lethal pace bowling attack. I mean, never in the history has India had such a lethal pace bowling attack. We also how Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, and
Siraj,
Mohammad Shami
Shami,
wound up
Shardul.
the bowlers in Sri Lanka. We also that. So, how much of an advantage should that be going into the World Cup?
Yeah, actually, it won't be wrong to say that India's prowess, powerful weapon is their bowling, not their batting. Because Shami has been around since last decade. Siraj has bowled wicket to wicket straight line lengths, and Jasprit Bumrah is on fire. So, and Shardul Thakur is a man with a golden arm. See, he might be expensive, Shardul Thakur. He concedes more than 6 to 7 runs per over, but he takes wickets, which is priceless. So India's what to call the strength is their bowling, and now Ashwin Khanna is also there, and Jadeja is also there, Kuldeep Yadav is also there, and I just fear that Kuldeep Yadav would be sidelined, and the management and the selection panel will say we want our old the spin duo of Ashwin and Jadeja, and because of that. Kuldeep won't get a game because Rohit Sharma has said and Ajit Agarkar, the chief selector, has said that they will use Kuldeep Yadav as a secret weapon. So once again, India is on the verge of a blunder, a gamble, because Ashwin and Jadeja won't win you matches. It's been 10 years now. You have to move on and give chance to Kuldeep Yadav. That is what I fear. Because Kuldeep Yadav once again would be sidelined, and once again it will be Ashwin and Jadeja only.
But yeah, so coming into the spinners, so I think Ashwin's inclusion has strengthened the bowling much more because I think Akshay Patel and Ravindra Jadeja were more or less the same kind of players with, and it would have been a lot more. It would have been a bigger mistake to go to play a World Cup in India with three left-arm spinners. So I think the inclusion of Ravichandran Ashwin has lot more effect than if you had played Akshay Patel because Akshay Patel does not turn the ball at it. So this turn in the wicket, which we expect to be in Indian pitches, they play at Chennai, they play at seaming tracks, turning tracks at Lucknow. So they're expected to have a lot of turn and offer on Indian pitches, and I think the late inclusion of Ravichandran Ashwin might turn the things for India.
About actually, if you ask me, I'm not happy with the inclusion of Ashwin. See, no doubt he is a veteran, he's a World Cup winning member, but actually we have such a very prestigious domestic structure. So why not to give chance to Chahal, even Ravi Bishnoi or any other Washington Sundar? I mean, what's the logic? Like the selection panel will say, "Come on, Ashwin, you come into the squad when the World Cup is there." We did in 2021 T20 World Cup, 2022 T20 World Cup, 23, and now. See, you have to follow process now. Let him play the Asia Cup. If you're so much into the plans, he's coming into the back into the team after more than a year. It's not going to work. Rahul, you get me? This Ashwin can taken to the cleaners because what is happening? He might be a scientist of the spin bowling, but now it's World Cup. All the guys are preparation.
I mean, I don't think Ashwin was really in the plans coming into the World Cup. It was only the injury to Akshay Patel that brought him into
No,
the
no,
squad.
no. Rahul, no. Actually, Rohit Sharma was saying that we were already in the plans of Ashwin. It was like Ashwin will relax, he will watch the Asia Cup, he will watch the matches and all stuff. And when the World Cup is around the corner, he would be drafted into the team. This is not the way. BCCI has to take a stand and say that you should give justice to the players who are performing exceptionally well in the domestic structure. We have got so many trophies. We have got Deodhar Trophy, Vijay Hazare Trophy, and all that. It's such a brilliant domestic structure, but we are going into the what experience. He's 37 years old, if I'm not wrong, Ashwin. So where he will be fitness will be there. He won't be quick like anything. So this is the point which I hate. Means to be honest, Ajit Agarkar, Mumbai lobby, all that Mumbai lobby, all players are into the team, and again that is another point which I hate about it.
Right. But I mean, in my honest opinion, Chahal is playing county cricket. Washington Sundar is not. He doesn't turn the ball a lot. He just keeps it straight. And Ravi Vishnu has not been consistent. And when it comes to a major tournament like World Cup, I don't know if it's a good option to test new faces. And from what I remember, there have not been a lot of new faces when it comes to spin in the past few years. They're not apart from these mainstay bowlers like Washington Sundar or Chahal or Akshar Patel. India have not really experimented with any other new spinner from the domestic circuit. Is what I feel.
See, because we have got a span of 4 years, right? The team needs to play together to win tournaments. It's not like, come on, it's 1 month now. I'm now going to make the team and we are going to win. It's not like Dream 11, like we are going to make the team and win the tournament.
Right.
Okay, just let's change the topic because I'm seeing that you're not that happy with that my
Yeah, I
words.
mean, it happens. That's we can agree to disagree on certain matters. We'll we'll quickly jump into the weakness. So one weakness, according to me, would be India's fielding. India's fielding has been under par in the Asia Cup. They've dropped very simple catches. They've been slightly slacky on the field. So how much do you think this fielding mistakes will cost for India going into the World Cup?
Yeah, the fielding would be good because they've got Jadeja, there's young blood, Surya Kumar, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan. They will pick at the perfect time. See, our fielding coach is very good work. That drills are there, they will perform well. But the concern which I am facing is their batting, because what happens in the power play was the ball will swing and stream, and if 3 to 4 wickets are down, and if Shreyas Iyer is one of them who is out in the 3 to 4 wickets, then the game is over. Shreyas Iyer is the next dependable, Mr. Dependable. So that is what I am concerned. If he gets out, then it's game over. Because Hardik Pandya, I've said earlier, he will smash 1 6 and then in the next ball he will get out. He doesn't have that much sort of maturity till now.
Right. Another point I think will be the lack of all-rounders. I'm talking about batting all-rounders, like let's say Yuvraj Singh or Sachin Tendulkar, who could give you a few overs. So since India do not have an option like that anymore, they're forced to play Hardik Pandya at number 6 because you can't afford to go into a match with just 5 bowlers. If one of them goes for runs, and it leaves us no other option because in none of India's top 5 batsmen really bowls, right? So I think a lack of a all-rounder in the top order will be costly for India. But considering that Hardik Pandya has started bowling recently, I mean, he's been bowling well. I think it might get covered to a great extent, but also Ravindra Jadeja he has been an exemplary bowler, but he has not really had a great run with the bat in the past 6 months or so. So how do you think
Six
a
months
lack
also
of all-rounders would play around in
would
India's
hurt
chances?
India. Yeah, it can hurt India. So Rahul, which are your X factor means? Who will be that lightning spark for India?
Again, it's very hard to pick an X factor in a team full of X factors. But for me, I would say Virat Kohli and Jasprit
Virat
Bumrah.
Kohli.
Yeah, definitely Virat Kohli. I mean, Virat Kohli has been the man for ICC tournaments. Whenever India has performed well and gone on to the finals, like let's say the 2014 T20 World Cup or the 2016 World Cup, Virat Kohli has gone on to, you know, be the
Yeah,
top run getter and all that. So, but
top run getter. Yes, he
Jasprit
has got.
Bumrah is not very far behind. I mean, he has reworked on his action. He has, after his comeback, maybe he had one off game, but apart from that, he has been consistent, and he's a sure shot in any team, for that matter. So, in paper, India are the favorites to win the World Cup, as far as I'm going. So, what do you have to say on
So
that?
So according to me, X factor is Shreyas Iyer because he's a proper batter. He can pace the innings. He can take the team out of the muddle, and he has got a wide range of shots. He can play the waiting game also. See, in ODI cricket, you need a batter who can play the waiting game because 50 overs is lots and lots of times. 300 balls. If a batter plays around 100 balls, he can score 80 to 90 runs or even can accelerate at the back end of the innings. Shreyas Iyer can be the what you call lightning spark for India.
Right, fair enough. So that was our analysis about the Indian cricket team for the ICC Cricket World Cup. Do let us know what you think about this.
Rahul,
Please, yeah, do you have something to
let
add?
me say that see a lot of viewers and will I will get a lot of backlash, but I don't see India winning. First of all, they won't be able to make it to semi-finals. Let me tell you why. See, Australia, England, New Zealand. These are three top teams from the last World Cup. They are performing exceptionally well. And South Africa also they won the ODI series against Australia by 3-2 after being 2-0 down. So according to me, these four teams and even if Pakistan, they are unpredictable. They can play any type of cricket and they can surprise the team. And Sri Lanka, see, Mahela Jayawardena is back into the Sri Lankan coaching setup as an assistant coach. These six teams will give a tough crack to India. So according to me, I will receive a lot of negative comments and I'm ready for it. But India won't make it up because winning World Cup requires team to play together. You are just making selection like anything. Come on, we want Ashwin. Come on, we want Shreyas Iyer. Come on, we want Ishan Kishan. Come on, we want. I mean, what is this? World Cup is being won by 2 to 3 years. It's a process. Like MS Dhoni says, process is important, not the result. the MS Dhoni was so keen that he started to build the team in 2008 only. And now Rohit Sharma's and Rahul Dravid management, he said, come on, no matter what happens, we have got the team. No, it's a matter of 6 months, 2 to 3 months. We are making changes. It won't happen. And I'm telling you, India won't make it to the semi-finals, and it will, and the broadcasters will face lots and lots of loss. I rest my case.
Right, that was our case. Feel free to engage in banters in the comments, and do let us know what you think about India's chances going forward. Thank you so much.